Hey, this is Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and I'm joined by
Janet Gardner.
It's awesome to be chatting to you today. Congratulations on the debut solo album. How pleased are you with the finished product and the general feedback from media and fans?
Well, Justin and I are absolutely thrilled. We really had no expectations at all of anything by doing this. We just did it because we love making music, and it was even better to make some together. So, yeah, the response has been great, and, we're thrilled. It's always a little nerve-wracking because you want people to like it, but in your heart, you did what was real and true to yourself. So you kind of just let it fly and hope for the best. So we're really excited.
I especially love The Grind and The Candle. Which is your favourite track on the album today, and why?
Oh, boy, that's like trying to pick your favorite child, They all mean a lot to us because, we wrote them together, and we wrote them about our life and our life experiences. So hard to pick one, but I think the first song that we wrote was If You Want Me, and that has some special meaning to me because it kind of got the ball rolling for us. Can't even pick one. And the song Candle is really special to me because I wrote it about my parents who passed away. Mm-hmm. And I'd been wanting to write that song for years, and I never really had the right partner to do it with. So when Justin and I sat down to work on that one, that song means an awful lot to me. So I still want to cry every time I hear it.
Can you tell me what are the plans, tour and festival-wise, for yourself and with Vixen?
Justin and I start up with our band this weekend. We're playing 2 shows here in the States in Michigan. And then the next weekend, we start an East Coast run that's going to be about a week long. Then we have a little run in Texas, a few shows there, Houston, Dallas, and then there's going to be one more. And then we're going to go to the West Coast in January, and hopefully we're trying to get something together in the UK and Europe. Vixen, we have some shows coming up from now until the end of the year. We have Mohegan Sun, and we have Turning Stone Casino up north here in New York. And we have the Monsters of Rock cruise, of course, coming up in February. And there will be a few more dates coming in from now until the end of the year. And that's it. Those are the tour plans. Still going to be pretty busy, but we are going to have a little bit of time to maybe work on some new material on both ends.
Hard rock metal music seems to be in your blood. Was it an easy decision to be a singer rather than just playing an instrument in a band?
Well, singing was always my first love. And anytime I picked up an instrument, it was always sort of to accompany my singing and to, write and be creative. I've never sat down with an instrument and said, I want to speak through this instrument. It's always been singing for me. Yeah, it picked me. I didn't even, I didn't make that decision. It just kind of consumed me.
And is there a song you really love written by someone else that you wish you'd had actually written?
Oh, there's so many great songs out there. I remember when I was a kid, I listened to Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith over and over and over and over. And so that's one that I wish I would have written. And I'm always hearing songs that make me think, wow, what a great inspired song that is. But that one in particular stands out to me.
And what does being a musician mean to you? And if you hadn't taken this path, where do you think you'd be right now?
It's definitely been my outlet, my therapy for many years. It's my true passion in life, so I can't imagine having that feeling towards anything else. Everything else, if I had to pick something I would just do for money, it would be just for that. I can't imagine having that kind of passion for anything else. I do have a job. I'm a dental hygienist, so not that I, have a passion for teeth or anything, but it's been very good for me. It's very grounding, very secure. I know that I can take care of my son, my family. I always had that. I can work part-time. I can boost my hours if I need more money. But it allows me the flexibility to say, hey, I need a couple weeks off. I got to go play some shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of I'm in a good, balanced place in my life. It feels good. I'm very comfortable. I get to do what I love. But I also know that I'm not at the mercy of what I love.
Do you ever have patients come in and they're like lying there and they're looking at you saying, I recognize you?
Yes, that has happened a few times. And then I have a little stack of business cards, in the little holder. And one girl was looking at me and then looking at my card and then looking at me and then looking at my card. And she goes, are you the Janet Gardner from Vixen? I said, yeah. And she was freaking out. She started to cry. Oh, my God, wait till my friend's here. The singer from Vixen just cleaned my teeth. Kind of funny.
That's amazing.
I have patients that I've been seeing for 10 years that have no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Some elderly people that wouldn't know who I was. And it doesn't come up, so I never say anything.
Of course. That's awesome, though. So is there anyone in particular in the world of rock that you would love to write with or record with that you've still not had the opportunity to have?
There's so many people that are so amazingly talented that I would love to work with. So many singers I would love to sing with. I would die and go to heaven to sing with someone like David Coverdale, or even a female like Ann Wilson or someone like that. That would just be like, wow. Steve Lukather. Cool. I love his guitar playing. I love his singing. I love his writing. I love his musicality. Somebody like that, I would, but I mean, if we were talking the ultimate, I would have to say Steven Tyler. Okay. Totally.
Can you remember the first time you played live and how it felt to have people watching you perform?
I started singing when I was really young. My mom played piano, and she would have me sing for when the neighbors would come over. Oh, you've got to hear my daughter sing. Oh. So, it started when I was very young. But the first time I ever was in a rock band, and we cranked it up loud, and people were going crazy, that was probably when I was fresh out of high school. So I was probably about 18 years old. And there was probably 50 people in a bar. And I just remember just really feeling it and just looking at the people responding. And it just felt so amazing. That was the first time I ever was completely hooked. It was like, I have to do this. I have to do this on a regular basis.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll, is it a necessity or is that all a myth?
It's a lot of fun to get out on the road and kind of leave everything else behind and just get out there and be decadent and have fun. There is a place for that, but obviously you can go too far. You have to have some balance in life. You have to have some sort of boundary. So for me, being creative, expressing myself, all of that is a necessity. I'm still around. I'm still able to do it because I never went too far in the other direction.
Yeah.
And went off the deep end with, the partying and the drugs and alcohol and all of that. There's a place for everything, but you need to have some balance.
Bored with the biggest names in the business, but is there any group or solo artist you'd still love to share a stage with, alive or dead?
Well, I've never met the Wilson sisters. I've met every other member of Heart, and I would love to play even just one show with them. They did a little tour with Cheap Trick and Joan Jett.
Uh-huh.
I would have loved to have been on something like that. I mean, those are three very different, completely unique, legendary groups and artists. I would love to be on something like that.
If I was totally new to heavy metal, which 2 albums would you give to me to introduce me to the scene?
Well, I would go back. Definitely go back in time. And I would probably pick something like Deep Purple, Machine Head. I mean, it's not really heavy metal, it's hard rock.
Yeah.
But it was, and then, I don't know, probably Black Sabbath. I don't know which one, though. Those are, or Judas Priest. British Steel, something like that.
Can you tell me why we should buy your debut album?
I am the worst salesperson on the planet. I can't sell anything to anyone. You really stumped me on this one because I'm terrible at selling myself.
Right.
Please buy it because I want to share my feelings with you. No. The things that I like about it, if I try to step back and detach myself from it, which is very hard to do, but, it's pretty simple. There's a lot of expressed feelings and emotion in there, and there's some fun, good, attitude-y rock and roll. And if that's what you like, then I think you'll like it. I get in the car, turn it up really loud, and sing along. If that's what you like to do, then you'll probably like it.
Right, so it's a quick fire round, so it's just 5 questions. Festival or small intimate gig?
Another tough one. They both have beauty, but I'll go with festival. It's really exciting, especially when there's multiple bands, and you get to see the other bands, and the whole experience is just amazing. So I'll go with festival.
Vinyl or digital?
That's another tough one. I love packaging. I love getting an album with a pull-out sleeve. I miss that so bad. But I do like being able to click on iTunes and get something instantly. So I love the instant gratification of digital, but I love to read things and pull out the book and look at the credits and look who the band thanked and who wrote the song and what are the lyrics. So I got to go with vinyl in that.
Yeah, totally, can agree more. Okay, so how much love or love is a killer?
You're killing me. I got to go with love is a killer.
Are you a saint or a sinner?
Ugh. Oh, I'm a sinner.
The Swedish chef in the Muppets or Donald Trump?
I'm going to go with the Muppets.
Do you have any final words for your fans and our listeners?
I just want to say thanks for the support over all the years, and thanks for not forgetting and for checking it out, for tuning in and saying, let's give this a listen. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, everybody, this is Janet Gardner from Vixen, and you are listening to the Metal Gods Meltdown.